a world of green and shadow. The forest was a world of green and shadow. Sunlight, fractured and dappled, painted the forest floor in shifting patterns. A young bear cub, barely larger than a badger, explored the undergrowth. His fur, a dark chocolate brown, blended seamlessly with the fallen leaves and moss-covered logs. The air, thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth, hummed with the symphony of the wild. The cub, still clinging to the innocence of youth, sniffed at the air, his little black nose twitching. He chased after butterflies, their wings like stained glass against the emerald backdrop. Silence in the emerald twilight. As the sun began its descent, the forest transformed. The playful light faded, replaced by an eerie stillness. The shadows grew longer, stretching out from the base of ancient trees like grasping claws. The forest symphony softened to a whisper, the rustling leaves carrying secrets on the wind. The cub, sensing the shift in the atmosphere, felt a tremor of unease. He huddled closer to the base of a giant oak, its rough bark a poor substitute for the warmth of his mother's fur. The forest, once a playground, now held an undercurrent of menace. Black wings, dark intentions. High above, perched on the gnarled branches of a dead tree, two pairs of eyes watched the cub. They belonged to crows, their black feathers blending seamlessly with the darkening sky. Their sharp beaks gleamed like polished obsidian, and their eyes, cold and calculating, missed nothing. The crows had been following the cub for some time, their keen eyesight picking out his movements through the undergrowth. They were patient hunters, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. The gathering darkness, coupled with the cub's isolation, presented them with the perfect opportunity. Terror in the Emerald Cathedral. With a sudden rush of wings, the crows swooped down from their perch. Their harsh cries shattered the silence, echoing through the silent trees. The cub, startled by the sudden attack, let out a whimper of fear. He cowered beneath the oak tree, his heart pounding against his ribs. The crows circled above, their shadows dancing menacingly on the forest floor. They darted in, their sharp beaks snapping at the cub's back. He swatted blindly, his claws catching only air. He was outnumbered, outmatched, and utterly alone. Just when the cub's hope began to dwindle, a deep guttural roar tore through the forest. The earth itself seemed to tremble beneath his paws. The crows, startled by the sound, momentarily broke off their attack. Out of the shadows, a massive form emerged. It was the cub's mother, her eyes blazing with fury. Her powerful limbs moved with a speed that belied her size. She charged towards the crows, her roar a primal declaration of war. The forest held its breath. The crows, sensing the danger, abandoned their attack on the cub. They scattered into the air, their harsh cries echoing through the trees. But the mother bear was relentless. She launched herself into the air, her powerful jaws snapping shut where a crow had been just a moment before. The remaining crow, realizing it was outmatched, quickly retreated into the safety of the canopy. The forest, silent a moment before, erupted in the victorious roars of the mother bear. She had defended her cub, her love stronger than any threat the forest could muster. The mother bear turned to her cub, her fierce expression softening into one of concern. She nuzzled him gently, checking for any injuries. The cub, his fear forgotten, snuggled into her warmth. The familiar scent of his mother, the steady beat of her heart, calmed his trembling. The danger had passed, and in its wake, the bond between mother and cub seemed to deepen. The forest, no longer a place of fear, was once again a sanctuary, their home. As the moon rose, casting a silvery glow over the forest, the mother bear and her cub retreated into the safety of their den. The encounter with the crows served as a stark reminder of the dangers that lurked in the shadows, but it also illuminated the fierce power of a mother's love. In the wild, survival often hangs by a thread, but love, unwavering and fierce, can be the strongest shield of all. This was the unspoken truth of the forest, whispered on the wind and etched into the very heart of every creature that called it home.